Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to Queensrÿche. This is my second time hearing the group. The first time I watched a live performance of Take Hold of the Flame. So today we are going to watch the official music video for Silent Lucidity. Here we go.
Hush now, don't you cry. Wipe away the teardrop from your eye. You're lying safe in bed. It was all a bad dream spinning in your head. Your mind tricked you to feel the pain of someone close to you leaving the game of life. So here it is, another chance. Wide awake, you face the day. Your dream is over, or has it just begun?
We're gonna go all the way back. Based off of the one song I've heard previously, I was not anticipating this kind of depth and richness in his voice. I remember distinctly the high energy and the incredible mixed voice that I heard the first time. So it's gonna take me a minute to really soak this up. I mean, the song, the lyrics so far, just gorgeous. They're so stunning. Yeah, let me just go back to the beginning of when he starts singing. You know what? Actually, I have to even comment on this opening section. I love this opening tempo. I feel like a lot of times when you just get that solo acoustic guitar and it's a song that's a bit pared down from the usual high energy that a group might do, it's always super slow or just really drawn out. And I love this forward motion that I'm feeling in the music already.
Hush now, don't you cry. Hush now, don't you cry. Wipe away the teardrop from your eye.
I'm trying to reconcile this with what I heard previously, and it's just his range is even greater than I had imagined. I love the simplicity, but the richness that we're getting. It's got just, it's like, I like to say like boiling or bubbling because it feels very alive despite the fact that it's so low.
Wipe away the teardrop from your eye. You're lying safe in bed. It was all a bad dream spinning in your head. Your mind tricked you to feel the pain of someone close to you leaving the game of life.
When he said feel the pain, the tone, it's so beautiful. It's warm, it's inviting, it's so, I say simple in a good way. Like it sounds so effortless and just so lyrical. It makes it feel like, yes, he's singing, but he's also having, communicating, really speaking to us through these words. Let me play that. It's just, it's got like almost like this added hum to it. And so it just, it's beautiful. I can't even put a finger on it.
Your mind tricked you to feel the pain of someone close to you leaving the game of life. So here it is, another chance. Wide awake, you face the day, your dream is over. Or has it just begun? There's a place I like to hide, a doorway that I run through in the night. Relax, child, you were there, but only didn't realize when you were scared. It's a place where you will learn to face your fears, trace the years, and ride the winds of your mind. Commanding in another world, suddenly you hear and see this magic new dimension.
I think if I recall, I had a few comments where people were saying, why would you start with this song? When I started, my first reaction to them was Take Hold of the Flame. But I'm kind of glad, because I think if I had heard this first and then heard the second piece, I would have just been taken aback by the music itself. And so now hearing this second, I feel like I have so much greater appreciation of his vocal nuances. When he was doing a more high energy piece, we got a lot more forward placement, a bit of nasal resonance. We spent a lot more time hearing his mix, and it's an incredible rock star, just awesome mix. But here we're getting that mix, but it's a lot warmer. So we're getting more open pharyngeal space. He's allowing a little more air through the chords. We're getting not even less tension, I think just a little less thickness in some moments. And it's such a beautiful sound. I'm gonna keep going, but I reserve the right to come back. Here we go.
We'll be watching over you. I'm gonna help you see it through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you in silent lucidity.
Such a delicate phrase. One more time.
If you open your mind for me, you won't rely on
when he goes rely on, we get that tiny glottal stop, but it's really more just the space between those words. It's so beautiful. And again, hearing this gentility is so captivating, knowing what else he can do with his voice.
If you open your mind for me, you won't rely on open eyes to see. The walls you built within come tumbling down, and a new one will begin. Living twice at once, you learn. You're safe from pain, and the dream remain. Your soul set free to fly.
You know what? I'm beginning to wonder if he's using his tongue. I mean, his tongue sits fairly high in his mouth, and it's just a nice poofy, pillowy position, which I love. But I'm wondering if he's actually using the root of his tongue to help block a little bit of the sound, because, and again, so much happens in mixing, but it's not muffled. It just feels more restrained than I've heard previously. And then I'm gonna play this last line again. It feels like we get a little bit more of that volume. So let me play that again.
Once you learn, you're safe from pain, and the dream remain. Your soul set free to fly.
Because then when he says fly, it and fly, you get this nice open oral cavity space. So I'm wondering if while he's in that sort of mid-range that would normally be very prominent and very pronounced and very loud, if he's allowing his tongue to sort of block the sound so that it's not, so that it really matches the mood and the aesthetic, the style, the feel of this song. I don't know. That's just like, I don't know, something I'm hearing.
Living twice at once, you learn. You're safe from pain, and the dream remain. Your soul set free to fly. A round trip journey in your head. Master of illusion, can you realize your dreams alive? You can be the guide, but we'll be watching over you. I'm gonna help you see it through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you.
I love that choice, like using the word to also create, or maybe it's more text painting is what I'm thinking, because he had a little bit of a scoop in, but whenever you hear scoops in a lot of songs, for me, I associate sort of a joyfulness, or I'll have to think what I'm trying to say, but I like the way he painted that word, especially considering contextually the entire song. I'm gonna go back.
Protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you.
I was not anticipating that much contrast. And I mean, what an incredible testament to his musicianship and the way he uses his voice, because I mean, yeah, as a singer, you find your strengths and you usually stick to what you're good at. But to hear him use that incredible mix that I heard the first time, and the way he incorporated that sound into this song, but still matched the mood of the song, it was hearing him in this piece. I love the warmth and just the smooth quality of his voice, and I couldn't really appreciate as much of that in the first piece. Again, high energy, incredible like scream rock mix. So that was really cool to hear. I like hearing the warmth and the richness and just that tiny bit of texture in those low notes. Though I I didn't realize how expansive his range was. So hearing him sort of hang out in that part of his range for a longer period of time was really cool as well. And then the piece itself, I mean, it's so beautifully written. I like the music video. I know I usually prefer live performances, but sometimes it was just so simple and it matched so beautifully. So now I'm realizing I have a lot more that I need to explore from this group, just because when you hear two completely opposite ends of the spectrum, I don't know, I feel the need to sort of get a better, more well-rounded impression of the group, but it's still just as captivating and impressive as the first time. So that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.